My name is Bishop Laura Ahrens, Bishop Suffragan in the Episcopal Church in Connecticut, and we are live here from Baltimore, Maryland, great city of Baltimore and the great state of Maryland, for the third day of General Convention. And I'm here with two of my great friends and colleagues.
And I am June as a deputy from the great state of Connecticut, reminding all of you back there to thank you first for allowing us to be here to represent all of you. I need you all to understand one thing that has happened for all of us. We've come together as Episcopalians under one roof, hundreds of us together, to say how alive and well the Episcopal Church is. And to all of you back home, thank you. Thank you for allowing us to represent you. We want to let you all know when we get back home, we are going to have so much more to tell you. But it's a blessing to be here, and we are proud of all of you that have let us come and be here for your sake.
And my name is Ranjit Matthews, and I serve as your canon for mission advocacy, racial justice, and reconciliation. I also serve as one of your clergy deputies to this 80th General Convention.
So one of the stories I want to tell that's happened to me just this morning at General Convention is I was riding down in the elevator, and a young priest came up to me and he said, "Where are you from?" And I said, "Connecticut." And he said, "Oh my gosh, I have to tell you a story about the life-changing experience I had when I lived in Connecticut. When I was a little boy, my family moved here from Puerto Rico, and we lived on Zion Street in Hartford. We didn't have a lot of money, but St. James Zion Street was the Episcopal Church right down the street. St. James Zion Street provided my family with free child care, provided us with food, and provided us with winter coats and other clothing. Years later, I became an Episcopalian, and one of the things that I said to my bishop when Hurricane Maria hit Puerto Rico, and we started to have people come to Florida from Puerto Rico, is I said to my bishop, I want to do for these people coming from Puerto Rico what St. James Zion Street in Hartford did for me.
Wow.
And they started an incredible ministry of providing for the basic human needs of people coming into Florida. An amazing story that has its roots in the gospel and in Jesus Christ and in the Episcopal Church in Connecticut.
Ooh, praise God.
Praise God.
Praise God.
Those are the kind of stories that we're hearing here in Baltimore, making connections and being relational with one another.
And back home to all of you, the head of our delegation is Rowena Kemp. Rowena has really kept us going, paid attention to all of our needs, and let us know where to be at the right time to effectively let everyone know that Connecticut is here.
Yeah, and as far as the deputation with respect to the House of Deputies, what we've done today in today's morning and afternoon session is, maybe things that may not be as exciting, but we've amended the Constitution or concurred with the House of Bishops on 4 different particular pieces of, or 4 resolutions with respect to that. We've also looked at commemorating the late Bishop Barbara Clementine Harris, and usually it takes about 50 years before we can do that. However, a deputy introduced a resolution that amended that and allowed us to get going on commemorating Bishop Barbara. We've also looked at a resolution, as we did for this General Convention, to make sure that for the 81st General Convention, we take part in having hearings, legislative hearings, beforehand, so that we can do the work beforehand to get ready for the 81st General Convention. So we had a resolution that focused in on that, as well as looking at, we had a joint session with the House of Bishops to focus on program budget and finance, to look at the budget for the next biennium and what that means in terms of the focus with respect to creation care, racial reconciliation, and evangelism. So those are the sort of main focus, at least for the House of Deputies, within the morning session and our afternoon session so far.
And to let you know one other thing, we also have evening sessions, so our days are pretty long, but I have to tell you that they have been extremely productive, which makes me again say, get out of that comfortable pew, put your name forward, and be part of the church.
Amen.
Thank you.